Hey, what's up guys? Ben here, and welcome to your 18th FRC Team 2485 Robotics Java Programming Tutorial video. Getting very good at saying that. This time we're gonna kind of use all this code that we put together in the past couple videos, and we're gonna try to throw it into robot.java and see if everything is working out well. So, that's a lot to do. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is you are going to need to create a new, create a sequencer item. Because you need a sequencer, I don't know what you call that, field. Okay, so private sequencer auto sequence. And then let's also say you want a sequencer for, what do you have in here? You want a sequencer for run rollers twice. Let's just say cur Tellyop sequence. Yeah, that works. I'm just going to say Tellyop sequence. And then you can decide later whether you want it to be, I don't like that style. You can decide later whether you want it to be which of these two Tellyop sequences you want it to be. Okay, perfect. So now we have declared our sequencer, and the next step is to initialize our sequencer, and we're going to do that first in autonomous init. We're going to call auto sequence. Ooh, autonomous init is getting some code. So in our autonomous init method, we're going to declare auto sequence to be sequencer factory dot create auto. And then here you can decide which autonomous you want it to be. We hooked this into our smart dashboard, but I haven't really covered smart dashboard yet, so I'm just going to say create auto auto type. Remember we made that in enumeration, so auto type dot. And what do we want our auto to do? Let's make it auto type rollers and ratchets simultaneous. So now, FACT factory. Awesome. Okay, now we have our auto sequence declared, and we decided it was going to be this auto type, which again, it's not ideal to have that buried in your robot code. Ideally, you would be able to change it on your smart dashboard, but if we don't have that yet, then we can just put it in our auto code right here. It's pretty easy to see. Auto type is that. So that's pretty decent. And now anytime, it's really cool, anytime you run autonomous, just like that, or once you do this one, very close. If auto sequence is not null, so I guess you could make your auto sequence, if you don't declare it to be anything here, then it's going to be null since you declared it, but you didn't point it to anything yet. If your auto sequence is null, if auto sequence dot run auto sequence equals null. And now you should have your autonomous working. So it's pretty easy. I like this model of the sequencer model. You could do the command base, but this one works as just a basic iterative robot pretty well, with these extra classes, which kind of contain some of the complexities inside of them and make the interface pretty easy to deal with. What else do we have? Okay, now you have the Tellyop sequences. So I'm going to say every time Tellyop happens, or it's initiated, I'm going to try to set our Tellyop sequence to null. And then in Tellyop periodic, let's see. In Tellyop periodic, we're going to say like if add another if statement in here. If you get a certain button, what were our Tellyop? Create all ratchet. This is such a bad name. Create. I'm gonna call it crazy ratchet because it's gonna like 3 times really quickly. So if what happens? What button should we use? Let's say if back in here, if controllers get operator left joystick button, and what button haven't we used? 4. If you press that button, then we're gonna say Tellyop sequence equals sequencer factory dot I'm gonna call it create crazy ratchet. So it's gonna like make the ratchet go in and out like really fast, like just because it's random auto sequence. And then if controllers dot get operator right joystick button, I'll make that one 5. Then the Tellyop sequence is going to be equal to sequencer factory dot, we're going to call that one create run rollers twice. Pretty useless Tellyop sequences, but I'm sure you could come up with good ones. Here's another cool feature. If you want to like change the name, then you could go in here and go reference, or you go to refactor rename. We have to first go in here and highlight it. I'm not even highlighting it. Refactor rename, or you can just do Alt-Command-R, which is my preferred method. And then you can just type it in and it'll change it anywhere it is. So create let's say create extend retract extend. Boom. And now it automatically changes it in the robot code. Where'd you go? Look at that. Changes it automatically. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool how the Tellyop sequences work. We used those a ton last year, all those lifting totes and all that. You can see how auto works here. With an auto type, you can use an enumeration for that. And I hope that you like Sequencer Factory. We've liked it for a while. It really makes making auto sequences pretty nice. I'm sorry for the long video this time, but I hope that was helpful, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.